structural integrity of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I did not see that one coming.
Whoa, these graphics bring out every beautiful, disgusting detail.
Hello guys, welcome back. This is Lens. If you're new here, kindly hit that subscribe button, and also if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. So this is just a quick recap and a review of the iPhone 15 series, especially the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is barely 2 weeks after the official launch of the iPhone 15 series, and there have been concerns that have been raised by Apple users, especially on a few things. One is overheating, two is the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max being Fingerprint Magnet, and also the third one, which has been quite worrying, is the glass back of the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max being too fragile. I'm sure this has also been quite a surprise to many people, considering Apple has always been one of the top companies and one of the top phone brands to release quality products. Let's talk about the overheating. So a couple of users have been posting on social media about their experiences on using the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and most of them were not so happy about it. Many of them posted on social media that they have experienced a lot of overheating on their phones, and this just by basically using the phones normally. This has been ranging from normal users all the way to professionals, and most of them have said that sometimes they would just charge their phone, and even after using their phone on calls, text, and maybe social media for a bit, their phones end up overheating. This is a major concern, considering it's not something that a few people have experienced the same, but it has been widespread, and many of these people have even said that it sometimes gets too hot for them to the point that it's worrying. I'm sure you've also seen the same, and it's not just from a few people but from so many people who have posted the same on the internet. After a few days, Apple decided to speak concerning the same, and part of the statement read, "We have identified a few conditions which can cause iPhone to run warmer than expected. The device may feel warmer during the first few days after setting up or restoring the device because of increased background activity. We have also found a bug in iOS 17 that is impacting some users and will be addressed in a software update." This is what part of the statement said. Now, in as much as this is something that has been said to be software and not hardware, as some people had speculated earlier, still people are not convinced that the iOS 17 update that is going to be released in a few days or a few weeks to come is going to solve the problem entirely. Maybe it's going to help on a few apps, as it has been mentioned that Instagram, Uber, and playing some games, for example Asphalt 9, has caused the overheating. Maybe it's going to solve a little bit or a certain percentage of this, but not entirely solving or getting rid of the whole problem. All users who want to upgrade to the iPhone 15, especially the Pro versions, might want to reconsider this, because if this is something that is going to persist, then it's going to be a huge problem, especially people who are going to use these phones professionally. For example, filmmakers and pro photographers. Basically, people who are going to rely on these phones heavily in, day out activities. I would say this will be a little bit of a disadvantage, and maybe Apple should try as much as possible to work on these updates to ensure that it's going to handle this problem properly and not just in a certain portion of it. It has also been a concern, especially after the video that was done by Jerry on Jerry Rig Everything YouTube channel, showing the iPhone 15 cracking on just a little band. This shows that if at all you're going to have your phone at the back pocket or even anywhere and you bend it a little bit, then that means that you'll have to replace the whole back of this phone. These are small inconveniences that you as a user don't want to encounter the same, because other phone companies are not experiencing this. And this is also forcing iPhone users to use phone cases, which some people are not comfortable using them. Hopefully Apple is also going to consider the same. Now that this is already done, maybe they're going to do major improvements on the next release. again, talking about the titanium frame being a fingerprint magnet, when I talked about the release of the iPhone 15 series, I mentioned specifically that Apple were going to ditch stainless steel, which was a fingerprint magnet, and they are going to use titanium frames on the Pro versions, which is not going to be a fingerprint magnet. And it didn't take so much time for us to notice that the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro are a huge fingerprint magnet, and even at some point losing its original color. Apple also mentioned that the oil from your skin might temporarily alter the color of the outside band, and they also continued that wiping your iPhone with a soft, slightly damp, lint-free cloth will restore the original look. I don't know what to say, but I know Android users are laughing about this because these are very small inconveniences that we do not want to see on premium phones, especially like Apple. Much worse on the Pro versions. These are the most expensive iPhones, and these are expected to be phones that are cutting edge and not to experience such small mishaps. I'll continue to follow up about what Apple is going to say, especially on their press releases, and also if the iOS 17 update is going to solve any problem, especially on overheating. I'll ensure to keep you posted. Click that subscribe button so that you can also be notified whenever I post any new videos. We are really growing fast, and thank you for always coming back for more. This is Leslie Lenz. Follow me on social media, Instagram and also Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.